Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, since you were last here in front of the committee, the illegal activity, the incessant surveillance of unwitting Americans, the rampant misinformation on your platforms have gotten worse. Part of the reason for this toxic stew is that you employ manipulative methods to keep people cemented to the platform, often amplifying discord, and it boosts your bottom line. You enjoy an outdated liability shield that incentivizes you to look the other way or take half measures, while you make billions at the expense of our kids, our health, the truth, and now we've seen the very foundation of our democracy. I've been working for over a year with advocates and other members on an update to the children's protections online. You all know that tracking and manipulation of children under age 13 is against the law. But Facebook, Google, YouTube, and other platforms have broken that law or have found ways around it. Many have been sanctioned for knowingly and illegally harvesting personal information of children and profiting from it. I have a question for each of you. It's a quick yes or no. Did you all watch The Social Dilemma, where former employees of yours or other big tech platforms say they do not allow their kids on social media? Mr. Zuckerberg?
Congresswoman, I haven't seen it, yes, but I'm obviously familiar with it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Pichai, yes or no?
Yes, I've seen the movie.
And
no.
Okay, well, Mr. Zuckerberg, there's a good reason that they have the former execs say that. Are you aware of the 2019 Journal of the American Medical Association Pediatrics study that the risk of depression for adolescents rises with each daily hour spent on social media? And I'm not talking screen time. I'm not talking about FaceTime or sending text messages to friends. But are you aware of that research?
Congresswoman, I'm not aware of that research.
All right. What about the 2019 HHS research that suicide rates among kids aged 10 to 14 increased by 56% between 2007 and 2017 and tripled for kids between the age of 10 and 14? Yes or no?
Congresswoman, I'm aware of the issues.
So yes, certainly you are also aware of the research that indicates a correlation between the rise in hospital admissions for self-harm and the prevalence of social media on phones and the apps on platforms that are designed to be addictive and keep kids hooked. Yes? Well, how about you, Mr. Pichai? Are you aware of the JAMA Pediatrics September 2020 study where they tested hundreds of apps used by children age 5 and under, many of which were in the Google Play Store's family section? The study found 67% of the apps tested showed transmission of identifying info to third parties in violation of the COPPA law. Are you familiar?
Extensively spent time on this area. We introduced a curated set of apps for kids on the Play Store. We give digital well-being tools so that people can take a break, set time, parents can set time limits for children.
Let me ask you this then, Mr. Pichai, how much are you making in advertising revenue from children under the age 13?
Most of our products, other than a specific product designed for kids in YouTube, most of our products are not eligible for children under the age of 13.
Yeah, so you're not going to provide that. Mr. Zuckerberg, how much advertising revenue does Facebook, do you make from behavioral surveillance advertising targeted towards kids under age 13?
Congresswoman, it should be none of it. We don't allow children under the age of 13 on any of the services that run advertising.
Oh, are you saying that there are no kids on Instagram under the age of 13 right now?
Congresswoman, children under the age of 13 are not allowed on Instagram.
Well,
when we find out that they're there,
I think it's, of course, every parent knows that there are kids under the age of 13 on Instagram. And the problem is that you know it, and you know that the brain and social development of our kids is still evolving at a young age. There are reasons in the law that we set that cutoff at 13. But now, because these platforms have ignored it, they've profited off of it, we're going to strengthen the law. And I encourage all of my colleagues to join in this effort. I've heard a lot of bipartisan support here today. We also need to hold the corporate executives accountable and give parents the tools that they need to take care and protect their kids. Thank you,
General
Mr.
Lady,
Chairman.
time
I
is
yield back.